All right, guys, looking at some illegal submissions here, we are not going to be allowing submissions that stretch the groin, like the banana split. Any position that's opening up the groin like that and the opponent taps, we're going to have to call that an illegal submission, and there will be a disqualification. Any submission where a choke or we're twisting the spine here, where the neck's getting twisted, we're not going to allow. So that would be an illegal submission. For the kids division, there will be no leg locks allowed at all. Straight ankle lock, knee bar, toe hold, heel hook, all of that's going to be illegal for kids. We're keeping upper body submissions for the children. Looking at another illegal submission for kids is the Ezekiel choke. As Andrew brings his arm underneath, we're allowed to hug the head, but we're not allowed to grab inside our collar and bring the other hand on the throat, which is a great choke, but is illegal for kids as it can hurt the esophagus. Illegal for the kids is the standing guillotine. A great choke, but it can hurt the neck, especially on kids, so we're not going to allow standing guillotines. You can use it to snap somebody down, achieve the position, but we can't try to finish the choke there. Here, we can start to transition to other positions. Another illegal submission for kids is the omoplata shoulder lock. We're not going to allow that for kids. Adult divisions, that's okay, but for the kids, we're going to save their shoulders. Looking at next the triangle position, the triangle is allowed. We can squeeze out the triangle for the choke, but we're not allowed to pull the back of the neck. It can turn into a neck crank. We don't want any kids getting their neck hurt. One thing that is legal, you're allowed to grab around your knees and squeeze your knees together. That would count as a legal technique. Another submission that could turn into a neck crank is the arm triangle choke. We're not going to allow that for the kids. Any variation, whether it's the arm triangle from right here, a darce, an anaconda, we're not going to allow any of those submissions that can hurt the kid's neck. For kids and white belts, submissions that compress the kidneys, whether we have like a body triangle and just squeeze, we can hurt the kidneys. We're going to call that illegal, so we're not allowed to use that. At the upper divisions, we're allowed to use the body triangle, but not for the kids in the white belt division. Another illegal submission for the white belts and the kids is the wrist lock. That's going to be allowed in the upper belt division, but for kids and white belts, wrist locks are illegal. Another illegal technique is the head on the outside single, as it puts the neck in great risk. We don't want any spinal damage, so for kids and white belt adults, head to the outside single legs are illegal. Looking at a submission that's illegal for kids, white belt, blue belt, and purple belt are bicep slicers or calf slicers. Puts great danger. That's only going to be allowed for the brown and the black belts. Looking at the calf slicer, like the bicep slicer, is going to be illegal for purple belt, blue belt, white belt, and kids. Can put some danger to us. Illegal for purple, blue, white, and kids as well is knee bar submissions. Those are illegal where we're hyperextending the knee. The toe hold is also going to be illegal for purple, blue, white, and kids divisions as well. It is illegal to pick our opponent up and slam them down. If we pick them up, We have to keep them up. We can start trying to open the guard from here. If they fall out once they open their legs, that's their problem, but I'm not allowed to bring my weight down on top of them. Illegal is doing a spinal compression without the choke, such as the can opener. Here, we can hurt our partner's neck. That is going to be illegal. Illegal for all divisions is the heel hook. The twisting motion is going to make that illegal. So a newer rule now is in the gi, we are allowing the inside sankaku, where I make a triangle to the inside of the leg. What I'm not allowed to be doing is putting a pressure on the knee where it twists. So if we come with the leg on this side, I'm not allowed to make it where it twists the knee. But if the foot's on the opposite side of my body, there's no knee pressure, but I'm not allowed to attack any foot locks here. No heel hooks, no straight ankles. I can use it as a control to start attacking the far leg. I can use it to set up a sweep or a pass, but we're not allowed to attack the leg that we have the inside sankaku on. Illegal is any sort of submission that we're twisting the knee to the outside. So if you notice here with this like double reap position, that's going to be an illegal technique. We don't want to be twisting the knee to the outside. Looking at the knee reaping rule, notice here how the toes are pointed to the outside. The heel has not crossed the line of the hip. As soon as the heel crosses the line of the hip and the toes come to the inside, that's a illegal reaping position, putting that outside pressure on the knee. We will stop the match, return the foot. If the top player purposely moves the leg across, the infraction is on the top player, not on the bottom player, because they forced the action there. Illegal is the scissor takedown. It puts a lot of pressure, possibly on the knee there. I've seen some injuries, so that is going to be illegal. On a straight ankle lock, we're allowed to bring our body toward the foot that we're attacking. We're not allowed to switch the pressure to the outside, which, as you can see, will put that same outside knee pressure. For the brown and black division, the toe hold, putting pressure to the inside is legal, but we're not allowed to bring in an external rotation. Small joint manipulation is illegal. We cannot defend grabbing the fingers, twisting them, twisting the thumb. We are allowed to grab a group of fingers and just hold, but we're not allowed to start twisting them. Small joint manipulation of the toes is illegal as well. We can grab a group of toes and help to move stuff, but we're not allowed to just start twisting an individual digit. For the defender here, using this position to grab the belt and then spike Andrew on his head would be an illegal technique. Suplexes, where we're bringing the guy back on his neck, any kind of spiking on the head is going to be illegal for all divisions. Quick note for our competitors, our main concern is the safety of our competitors. So sometimes the referee will stop a match if they see you're in danger. If an arm is locked out, maybe you haven't tapped, but we're fearful of an arm break, we're going to stop the match, especially for kids. Our main concern is safety. We also aren't going to have any referee challenges. We know that the referees are human, mistakes may be made, but their decision is final. We're going to do our best to have the referees well trained so that they make the correct calls, but everyone is fallible, and we appreciate you guys respecting that.